Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Tari Susiana. I come from English Literature 6C, Adab and Humanities Faculty, the State Islamic University of Sultan Taha Saifuddin Jambi. The Honorable Mr. Islam MPD, a lecture seminar proposal language and literature. First of all, I would like to thanks to Allah SWT who has been giving us some mercies and blessings. Secondly, salawat and salam always be given to our best Prophet Muhammad SAW, who has guided us from the darkness to the lightness. And I don't forget to say thank you very much to the committee who has given me the opportunity to present my thesis proposal. While directly, I'm going to explain about my thesis proposal by the title is Analysis of the Personality of the Main Character in the Novel Laskar Pelangi. For the Chapter 1, Introduction, the background of this study. The literary world reflects the various problems of human life in the interaction with the environment, fellow human beings, and with their world. Although in the form of delusion, it does not mean that literary works are considered as the result of imagination, but rather an appreciation and reflection that is carried out with awareness. Literary work is an imaginative work based on awareness in terms of creativity as a work of art. The reason the writer took the Laskar Pelangi novel as the subject of this research study is the problem raised in the Laskar Pelangi novel is on the behavior of Lintang, who is persistent, not easily discouraged, critical, as a high imagination, intelligent, independent, a child who likes to read books, and an optimist person in dealing with many problems, both with himself and with others. The next is formulation of the problem. For the first, what is the personality of the main character? Second, what factor influence the personality of the main character? And the last is, what is the type of personality of the main character? Next is purpose of research. The first, to describe the personality of the main character. The second is to describe the factors that influence the personality of the main character. And the last is to describe the personality type of the main character. For the Chapter 2, Theory Framework, that is used by psychology theory. Psychology is a science of psychology that embraces the attention of studies in the human, especially on human behavior or action. This can be understood because behavior is a phenomenon that can be observed and not abstract, while the soul is the inner side of human that are not observed but show it, be observed and captured by the sense, namely thought behavior. In studying a character in a literary work, the character in a literary work must be seen as a character born by adhering to the types and laws of psychology. The next is Chapter 3, Research Method. Every research must have subject and object that will examine it. Based on the subject that will be examined in the study is the personality aspect of the character Lintang in the novel Laskar Pelangi. The object of this research is all inquiry of what is experienced by the main character in the Laskar Pelangi, namely social life, personality, and daily behavior of ulama leaders. The next is search data. Data becomes the central point of the research because without data, there will never be research. For the data collection technique, the step used in this research is to collect data. The technique of data collection is done by using library, listening, and note-taking technique. Literary technique is a research technique that uses written data search to obtain data. The listening technique in this study means that the research as an instrument is listening carefully, directed, and thoroughly to the primary data source. The vector search uses are chosen in accordance with the problems and objectives in the study of literature or literature, especially in the study of literary psychology. The research facilities are literary work in the form of Laskar Pelangi novel. For the last is data analysis method. For the first one, data obtained through the Laskar Pelangi novels studied were collected. The next, then the data that has been collected is interpreted according to the psychological aspects. The analysis is carried out by interpreting the data, examining it, and then classifying it with existing theories. Conclude the results of the analysis into research, finding, and suggestion. And the last is research instruments. Okay, thanks for watching, and last I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.